Good morning, my dear FK students. Today I am going to explain the L2 assignment. Okay, so this is the main purpose of L2 assignment, and in recent examinations also he is giving the current ratio and he is giving some items in the problem. Based on that, you have to say whether the current ratio will improve or whether the current ratio will reduce or whether the current ratio will not alter. He is asking in such a manner. In recent examinations also they asked. They are giving the current ratio. In that after that he is giving some items, and based on that he is asking whether the current ratio will improve or whether the current ratio will not alter or current ratio will reduce. He is asking in such a manner. So, but for that I found one simple logic. Based on that, any problem you can solve. Okay. So, generally these are the items will be given in the question. The current ratio will not alter. Okay, now what are those, sir? I will explain with an example. Don't worry. First one, suppose in case of conversion of one current asset into another current asset, there is no change of the current ratio. How, sir? Very simple. Conversion of one current asset into another current asset. Say for example, debtors paid cash. What happened? What is the entry? So cash account debtor to debtors. So what happened? Debtor is a current asset. Cash is a current asset. So we collected the cash from a debtor. So what happened? From debtor, balance will reduce. What extent balance is reduced, to that extent cash balance will increase. So in this case, current ratio will not alter. That is conversion of one current asset into another current asset with the same amount. Then current ratio will not alter. The next one, non-current asset, or it may be non-current liability, are either increasing as well as decreasing by the same amount without affecting the current assets or current liabilities. In such a case, there is no change of the current ratio. How, sir? Because that is you are not changing the current assets as well as current liabilities. There is a change of non-current asset and non-current liability. So it won't reflect in the current ratio. So automatically there is no alter of current ratio. What is the formula for current ratio? You know very well. Current assets divided by current liabilities. That means we won't consider the non-current liabilities. We won't consider the non-current assets. Here we will consider only current assets divided by current liabilities. Then only it can be changed a current ratio. But here suppose non-current assets and non-current liabilities either increase or decrease, but without affecting the current assets or current liabilities, there is no alter of current ratio. The next one, conversion of one current liability into another current liability. That means suppose creditors, okay, now they accepted a bill. So automatically what will happen? So creditors balance will reduce, bills payable amount will increase. So same amount. In that particular case also current ratio will not alter. So conversion of one current liability into another current liability. So there is no change of the current ratio. These three circumstances, current ratio will not alter. What are those? Conversion of one current asset into another current asset, and conversion of one current liability into another current liability with the same amount. The next non-current liabilities and or non-current assets are either increasing or decreasing but without affecting the current asset or current liability. So in these three cases there is no alteration of the current ratio. The next one, if these changes are taken place, current ratio will improve, that is will increase current ratio. So here also there are in the four circumstances current ratio will improve if there is any changes taken place. That is both current asset and current liability decrease by the same amount. That means current asset and current liability is decreasing by the same amount. Say for example, I am making the payment to a creditor. What will happen? So at the time of making the payment to a creditor, automatically my cash balance will reduce. Then automatically my creditors also will reduce. So what happened here? Both current asset and current liability decreases by the same amount. Then automatically it will improve the current ratio. The next one, current liabilities remains unchanged, but current assets are increases by amount of profit. So this is the second case. In that particular case also current ratio will improve. So what is that? Current liabilities remains unchanged. That means I am not going to change. I am not going to any changes at all to current liabilities. But current assets are increases by amount of profit. Say for example, I am making the sale of inventories at a profit. Then what will happen? So inventories I can reduce the cost amount, but cash balance it will enhance in addition to the cost and profit. So in that particular case, so our current ratio will increase. So that is why current liabilities remains unchanged, but the current assets are increases by amount of the profit. So in that particular case, current ratio will improve. The next, same case, current liabilities remain unchanged, but current assets are increases. So current liabilities remains unchanged, but current assets are increases. Say for example, issue of shares for cash. What happened? So issue of shares for cash. So that is a cash account debtor to share capital. So here what happened? Current liabilities are not changed, but current assets are increasing. So in that particular case also current ratio will increase. The next, fourth circumstances, current assets remains unchanged. But current liabilities are decreases. Okay now, say the current assets are not changing at all, but current liabilities are changing. Those current liabilities are decreasing. Then current ratio will improve. So example, very simple. When we are issuing the shares to a creditor, what will happen? So automatically, so creditor's balance will reduce. Creditor is a current liability. So current liability is reducing. So creditor's account debtor to share capital. So then automatically what will happen? Our current ratio will increase. The next, and these are the four circumstances our current ratio will improve. What are those? One, both current assets and current liabilities are decreases by the same amount. Second one, current liabilities remains unchanged, but current assets are increases by amount of profit. That is a sale of inventory at a profit. The next, third point, current liabilities remains unchanged, but current assets are increases. That is a issue of shares for cash. The next, fourth point, current assets remains unchanged, but current liabilities are decreases. So that is issuing of the shares to a creditor. So for settlement. So these are the four circumstances our current ratio will improve. The next last one, under these circumstances our current ratio will reduce or decline. There are three circumstances. Under these three circumstances my current ratio will reduce. What are those? One, current liabilities are unchanged, that is remains unchanged, but current assets are decreases by the amount of loss. Say for example, I am making the sale of inventories with a loss. So then what will happen? Then automatically my current assets are decreasing. So automatically my current ratio will reduce. But there is no change of the current liabilities. But there is a change in the current assets. So then current assets are decreasing. So by the amount of loss, then automatically current ratio will reduce. The next one, both current assets and current liabilities are increases by the same amount. That is purchase of inventory on credit basis. What will happen? So then automatically, so that is inventory account debtor to creditors. So both current asset and current liabilities are increases. Then automatically current ratio will reduce. The next, current assets are remains unchanged, but current liabilities are increases. That is purchase of fixed assets on credit basis. What will happen? Fixed asset account debtor to creditors. So then automatically my current assets are not changed, but current liabilities are increases. Then automatically my current ratio will reduce. So this is the way. That means if the current ratio is given, whenever the items are given, regarding that this is the main logics. Based on that, whether current ratio will improve, whether the current ratio will not alter, whether the current ratio will reduce, you have to decide. This is the principles. Based on that, you have to solve the problem. Okay, so here I can read illustration number 7, but before that you have to download the L2 assignment. Okay, I am going to explain now. So assuming that current ratio is 2:1, state giving reasons which of the following transactions would improve, would reduce, would not alter to the current ratios. Now, 1. Cash collected from trade receivables or cash received against bills receivable on its maturity. What happened? That is a conversion of one current asset into another current asset, because bills receivable, cash is both are current assets. So those are converting. So simply conversion of one current asset into another current asset. There is no alteration of the current ratio. The next, bills receivable received from trade receivables or bills receivable drawn. Again, what happened? So that is conversion of one current asset into another current asset. So there is no alteration of the current ratio. Third one, bills receivable endorsed to trade payables. What happened here? So bills receivable endorsed to trade payables. That is conversion of. So that is what happened here? Bills receivable endorsed to trade payables. What happened here? Current asset is reducing, current liability is reducing. Okay now. So if both current asset and current liability is reducing by the same amount, then automatically it can improve the current ratio. Then bills receivable is dishonored. So under bills receivable is dishonored, then what happened? Same conversion of one current asset into another current asset. So because bills receivable dishonored, what is the entry? Same, debtors account debtor to bills receivable. So conversion of one current asset into another current asset, then there is no alteration of the current ratio. Then sale of inventories at par for cash. So again conversion of one current asset into another current asset, there is no alteration of the current ratio. Sale of, next one, sale of inventories at profit for cash. That means what happened? So that is current liabilities are remains unchanged, but current assets are increases by the amount of profit. Then automatically current ratio will improve. The next one, sale of inventories at loss for cash. So that is current liabilities are remains unchanged, but current assets are reducing by the amount of loss. So current assets are reducing, then automatically current ratio will decline. The next one, sale of inventories at par on credit basis. So what happened? Sale of inventories at par on credit basis. That means what? So current assets are increasing, current liabilities are increasing, both. So then automatically, so what will happen? So that is current assets as well as current liabilities, both are increasing in trend by the same amount. Then automatically it can reduce the current ratio. The next one, that is 10th one. So 8th is over, 9th is over. Then sale of inventories at loss, that also is over. 11th one, that also completed. 12th one, purchase of inventories on credit basis. So that is also conversion of one current asset into that is what will happen, purchase of inventories on credit. So that is 12th one. Current asset will increase, current liability also will increase. Then automatically current ratio will reduce. The next, sale of fixed assets on credit of 2 months. So fixed assets are, we are purchasing on credit basis. What happened? So current assets are remains unchanged, but current liabilities are increases. Current liabilities are increases. When the current liabilities are increases, okay now. So, but in that particular case, it can reduce the current ratio. The next one, sale of fixed assets on long-term deferred payment basis, because there is no alteration of the current ratio, because non-current asset and non-current liabilities increasing or decreasing by the same amount without affecting the current asset or current liabilities. Then sale of fixed asset against check. What happened? Here current assets are reducing, so automatically current ratio will reduce. The next, purchase of fixed assets for cash. Here what happened? Again cash balance will reduce, current assets are decreasing, so current ratio will reduce. Then purchase of fixed assets on credit of 2 months. Fixed assets we are purchasing on credit basis. What will happen? Automatically, so that is current liabilities are increases. When the current liabilities are increases, then automatically, so current liabilities are increases. Okay, that is current assets are remains unchanged, but current liabilities are increases. Then automatically it can reduce the current ratio. Then purchase of fixed assets on long-term deferred payment basis. Long term, so non-current liability. Okay, there is no alteration of the current ratio. The next, cash paid to trade payables or check issued against bills payable. What happened? So that is current assets are reducing, current liabilities are reducing. So in that particular case, that is both current assets and current liabilities are reducing, then it will improve the current ratio. The next, bills payable given to trade payables. That is one conversion of one current liability into another current liability. So there is no alteration of the current ratio. Then repayment of non-current liability, that is long-term loans. Repayment of non-current liability, that means our cash balance will reduce. Then automatically current ratio will reduce. Then conversion of non-current liability into equity shares. There is no alteration of the current ratio. So issue of new shares or debentures for cash. Then our current assets will increase. When current assets are increasing, our current ratio also will also increase. Then issue of new shares or debentures against purchase of fixed assets. So then there is no alteration of the current ratio, because non-current asset, non-current liability adjustments here. There is no involvement of the current assets and current liabilities. So there is no alteration of the current ratio. This is the problem. Thank you. If you have any doubt, please contact me. Thank you.